Big Star, you know, the winner of season one, as well as just a ordinary dude who loves making music. Shout out, how y'all doing? Yo, the name actually came about in high school, you know. People used to call me Biggie, you know, obviously every big nigga is called Biggie. And then a homie of mine added Bukasinyana to it, a Big Star, you know. And then the ladies were like, nah, Big Star, you know, after like they heard my bars, you know. And that's where the name comes from. The Johnson, well, it ain't even there no more. So like, yeah, you ain't, yeah, it's just Big Star. It's just Big Star straight up. So we ain't even got to discuss that. Yo, how I started out as a rapper, I mean, that started like years ago, you know. I think I started writing at the age of like 13 or something, you know. Oh, it wasn't the best bars ever, but I was dope for my age, you know. And I think my passion for music just continued to grow when I started to learn to play different instruments. My first love in music will always be the drums, you know. I still play drums till today, you know. Then I started to learn bass, then I played keys, then I played a bit of acoustic guitar as well. But like, I think as I learned these instruments, it became apparent to me that I don't want to learn to become like a music maestro, but I want to learn how to write on these things, you know. So that's how I kept on writing, and I think I've been writing through and through. And then when I got to varsity, I got the opportunity to play in a band. I played drums for a shorty named Lily. I took the back seat. I never actually saw myself as like a famous person, you know. I figured music is what I do. I'm just gonna do music. So I was playing drums, but I did get to see a couple of dope stages, you know, like go to like some festivals, and I was like, wow, this is something that I could actually like doing, you know. And yeah, when the hustle came, a homie of mine was just like, boy, this is there, let's try it out. So we tried it out, and yeah, now we're here. We're doing what we're doing, and that's been the journey. It's been music my whole life. I think I never picked music. Music picked me. Yo, man, I think the hustle was just like an opportunity where it's like, okay, you're a rapper. I think that's also one thing that I really want people to know, you know. I love hip-hop. Like, I really, really do love hip-hop. But, like, when I make music, I'm not trying to be the best rapper out there. Honestly, that's not how I approach writing, you know. I just write, you know. So, like, the hustle just put me in that box, sort of like, okay, you're a rapper, you know. So it was the opportunity that I got and the opportunity that I took, you know. So I guess now I'm just at a place where I can play with it a little bit more. But I wasn't sure about that for a very long time as well, you know. I thought I had to be the bars guy, have to be the bars guy. And I think now I'm learning more and more just to go back to writing the way I used to write, you know, and not just try and be the best rapper in the country. That's not it's not my thing. I make music, that's my thing, you know, yeah, that's my thing. I think it's trippy now because of how life has changed, you know, like it's different now. Back in the day, I think I used to write just on a normal day, you know, whatever I'm feeling that day, I'd write, you know, and now I think it's more, there's things happening in my life, you know, very significant things, and there's very deep lessons that I'm learning, and real lessons like, okay, people are like this, okay, the game is like this. So that and how I feel throughout everything that I learn, that's what I write right now, you know. But I think I'm inspired by real life. I'm just inspired by like people's stories. I'm inspired by the stories I've heard. My story inspires me sometimes, you know. It's like, yo, man, you never saw yourself here 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you wished your track would play on Metro, and now it does. And, like, you don't flip over it anymore. Now you want it to play on another station, too. So it's like, it's inspiring. It's growth. It's real life. I think I write about real life. Yo, I think with my year, you know, the track, I had my own reservations about the track, but at the same time, I appreciated the track because it was a good song. And I think that's what happened with everybody else, you know. The first time you hear it, you're like, okay. And here's the thing. You're expecting a rapper's rapper from the hustle, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's not how I make music, you know what I'm saying? I make music based on what I feel, you know? And I could appreciate the vibe of that song. And I was like, this is a good song that I want people to hear. And I want people to feel this way. The way I felt, I want people to feel this way. So I think even with creating the whole project, you know, the EP, it's been a matter of, I want people to get that my music is about feelings. It's not about just the message. I really do question how my song is going to make you feel. If you're having a bad day and I made a happy song, I really do want it to make a difference. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think my music it will be about feelings. You'll hear my year, and I'll take it to a flavors too, because I've experienced that. I felt what it felt like to be in a room where there's different flavors, you know, and you're like, gosh, this was not my life, you know, and now it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's about feelings. I think people should really even when they cop the EP and like look at me as an artist, people should really be like, this guy's trying to make me feel a certain way. How's he trying to make me feel? As opposed to, is this guy better than this guy? You know, because that's not how I make the music, and that's my truth. Yeah, new songs. Nah, just Telescope. I just get that Telescope and check out the visuals for Flavors. On Me visuals also coming out. We shot that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, and look out for the project. Look out for the album later on in the year. That's a real thing. And if you want more info, catch me at Big Star _live everywhere. One time. Telescope.